opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the USC Trojans taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the game. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Howard. Unloads to the right. Fires and picked off.
I'll tell you what, defensive dream, right? You dream about coming out, setting the tone. You practice your script all week of what you want to be in and how you want to be successful. And bam, right out the gates, forcing the INT. Let's go.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Pulled down after a pickup of 3 balls and the 13. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to impose their will with the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
They'll try to power it in. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lighted up.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Getting some heat. Makes the grab on the right. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. The defense was asking for that penalty immediately, and they got it. Offensive pass interference waves off the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Howard. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. Excellent field position here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Open runway ahead. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, USC. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They'll try the right side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Back to pass, it's Howard. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The Buckeyes will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're trying to get to him. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On target over the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USC 14, Ohio State 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They feed him again. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
Looking for a crease. It's Marks. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think we got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Caught, close to the marker. It's Judkins. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. It's Judkins. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down.
Get set, get set. Yankee blue, Yankee blue. Belly stunner.
The aerial assault continues. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the air, it's Howard. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How about the defense loading up? What are you thinking? You're thinking run, right? 3rd and inches. I got to get up to the line of scrimmage, bring all those bodies. They throw the football, but they quickly have all those bodies near the line of scrimmage, convert it to a pass rush, get the quarterback on the ground. Big stop for the defense.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll try the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Quick strike complete. Keeps the legs moving. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll throw it on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing.
Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking for space. It's Marks. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Throws for the tight end. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And it's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Going up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. He's looking to throw it. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
You kill yourself running back.
The extra point through the uprights. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and execute. Ball is loose. The Buckeyes control of that offense back out there. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
The play action fake. The short hands. It's Judkins. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Now, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Got his man on the outside. Spins away from the defender. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Coming after it. Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, USA 21, Ohio State 6.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Slams it ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front.
And that pass intercepted.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. USC 21, Ohio State 12.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Second down pass.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's good enough.
The Trojans are in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Lining up to add another. They'll go to the... It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The special teams with a special moment.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, he lofts one down the sideline. Got it! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans! My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich. The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion.
37, Ohio State, 19.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to... They stripped it out! This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's
a shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. The officials throw